How to take an agency from $0 a month to $10,000 a month in 90 days or less. Hi, my name is Michael Gardiner, founder of DFI Meetings and B2BOutbound.io. And in today's video, I'm going to go through the steps you need to take if you realistically want to take an agency from 0 to 10K a month or beyond. Now, rather than just talk a lot of fluff here and some soft numbers, I want to go over how aggressive you need to be and what is actually required if you want to take a good offer from scratch to a really profitable business in just 90 days. Now, to start out, this is not easy, and most people will not get to 10,000 a month in 90 days. It takes a lot longer than that for most people. However, if you want to be different and if you want to really excel, these are the steps based off my 7 years building agencies that I think are the most appropriate.
Drop it.
Now, first off, you need to find ideas for your offer. Your offer will be the biggest thing holding you back if you do this wrong. I see the same amount of outreach do 10 times better for one offer compared to another. Your offer is going to matter based off how competitive it is, how much desire there is, and also what you can charge. So where do I find ideas for offers? I find them in 3 different places, which we can go ahead and hop into. The first place I look for inspiration is Clutch. Clutch is a directory of B2B firms, marketing agencies, advertising, IT, business services, etc. And it's great to think of ideas. If you scroll down here, they have a list of browse all directories, and there's a drop down where you can see a whole bunch of different ideas. So let's say that I was interested in marketing and maybe I'm interested in mobile and app marketing. I could then go ahead and see all US states. Let's just, actually we can just plug in a global search. So let's say we want to target people in the United States. So here we have mobile app companies in the United States. I would essentially scroll through, I would look at the offers they have, look at the reviews, look at the services, look at their website. I'm just generally looking for inspiration for things I might be interested in doing, especially if it's something that I have previous experience or interest in. The next place I would look is on Fiverr. So let's go ahead and hop over to Fiverr. So if you don't know what Fiverr is, it's a marketplace for generally smaller gigs or services. However, all these can be on a bigger scale. They have a ton of categories over here, which are great for inspiration. For example, let's say you want to do something in digital marketing. Here's a bunch of different ideas for offers. You could do affiliate marketing for companies. You could help them with web analytics. You could help them with guest posting. You can click on any one of these and then see the services listed underneath. Again, we're not looking at the pricing here, but rather what are some ideas? Etsy marketing, Shopify marketing, Etsy SEO. There's tons of ideas here that you might not have thought of on your own. Next, we have Upwork. So let's go ahead and swing over to Upwork. So Upwork is great because it gives you ideas that are not the normal things you would come up with. For example, if you go to Upwork jobs and categories directory, it'll give you all the different categories for different people that have specialties that you can hire. And then you can just search these in a platform, look at people's profiles and see specific examples. For example, ghostwriting or back-end development. It doesn't need to be a marketing offer to have an agency. There's a lot of other great offers that you can consider here. So now you have an offer that you're interested in. Next thing you're gonna do is research your offer. And quick note, you'll probably have to research 3 to 5 offers to figure out which one is right for you. So some things to consider: what is the total addressable market? Are there enough people that you can realistically get 20, 30, 50, 100 clients eventually? If there's only 3,000 people in your total addressable market, then it's likely too small. And if it's too small in one country, the next question is, well, can you also work in the UK? Can you also work in Canada? How many people can you reach out to? Next is, how much is this worth to somebody? For example, if you're just posting social media posts for local restaurants, it's probably not that valuable, where if you're getting sales for a marketing agency, that's what I do, it's a lot more valuable. So is this an offer that's making money, saving time? And it's likely both, but which one is it more? For example, if someone who's going to manage social media posts, yes, it might make a little bit more money technically, but it's not nearly as high ROI as someone running Facebook ads, which lead to a direct ROI. So we want to look at how much is this worth to someone. Ideally, we only want things we can charge over 2K a month or 5K one time for. Now, how much competition is there in this market? Competition does mean demand. There's desire. However, it can be really competitive when you're new in a market that's very competitive. For example, Facebook ads for e-commerce or lead generation for real estate. There are a lot of courses and a lot of competition. General correlation, courses, low-level competition, spamming the market, giving a bad taste in the mouth, just not good. So how much competition? How scalable is this offer? Can you systematize it? Does it require extreme expertise? For example, copywriting would be a pretty hard offer to scale because you need to hire people who are really good at copywriting. There's a lot of other things where you could likely outsource it or hire much easier. So how scalable is it? We want to offer if it's reasonably scalable, or at least is scalable to the point where you can make enough money that you're happy and content. And another thing which is big is this something you're willing to commit the next 3 to 6 months to? Now, if it's not working and you get the data that says no one wants this, it's okay to switch, but you need to be willing to commit for 3 to 6 months. I see too many people at the start where they just do a little bit of everything, don't really commit to anything. And to be honest, I did a lot of that when I was first starting out, and I wish I didn't do that because I'd probably be much farther ahead right now. Another thing to consider is what industries need this service, what subcategories within these niches need this. So if you're going to be doing marketing automation, who needs marketing automation? Okay, e-commerce businesses, software businesses, manufacturing businesses, whatever it might be. And what subcategories? For example, in e-commerce, is it going to be fashion? Is it going to be beauty? So you want to figure out who actually needs these services, why they need them, and who needs them the most out of the different industries and categories you can target. Finding ideas for your offer and researching your offer should not take you more than 1 to 2 days. I see a lot of people get stuck doing this for like 2 weeks, and that is how you do not go to 10K a month in 90 days. You need to move fast. You need to take a lot of time, do a lot of research, and do it in a timely manner. So not 1 hour a day for a week, 7 hours in a day, and get it figured out. Next is pricing your offer. Look at competitors, 20 to 50 ideally. Search them in Google. Look for them on directories. You want to find a good amount of competitors to look at, not just 1 or 2. What are they charging that's on the website? What are the pain points they are highlighting that they're fixing? What is the process they are highlighting? Do they explain more in their blog? Like, you want to look into this to gather as much information as you can. But you want to come up with one offer at one price when you're first starting. Ideally, something you can charge $2,000 a month for, or $5,000 one time. For example, let's say that you're offering Zapier automation consulting. Could you do a one-time 5K build out? Probably. Could you do ongoing 2K a month? Probably. If it's under that amount, then likely go back to the drawing board, come up with some new ideas, and start from there, because it's going to be much easier to scale when we could sell 2 people this or 5 people this, as opposed to selling 20 people a $500 offer. Next thing you want to do is a few setting up the basics checklist items. So one of them is cleaning your socials. I know this sounds lame, but if you look like an idiot on your social media and it's not on private, people do look at this. Like when I hire people, I do judge them very heavily based off their social media. So understand how your market will judge you. If you're going after corporate clients or professional, really clean the socials. If you're going after like gurus or younger guys, just lightly clean them. Again, you want to come off like a competent, professional, intelligent person here. Next thing is a MVP website. So a minimal viable product website. And you want to have this catering to your industry you're targeting. You want to make it a bit more niche than generalized to your industry and to your offer. So WordPress, ClickFunnels, Card, these are all fine to build a basic website. Don't get too hung up on this, or hire someone to do it. If you want to save money and do it one day, use card.co. It's really easy. Next thing is optimizing your link. Adding in a profile picture, adding in a title, adding in a bio, just generally making it look like you're a professional. People will look up your LinkedIn when you reach out to them, and you want to have this optimize it. It should not take you more than an hour or 2. There's plenty of videos on YouTube on how to do this. Next is choosing your company name. Doesn't matter too much, as long as the domain name's available, and you're avoiding agency buzzwords. I like to avoid words like agency, consulting, digital marketing, advertising, because when you're doing outreach, this screams, hey, I'm an agency, and generally people don't like agencies. Next, buy your main domain, your email. So one main domain for your website and your personal email attached to that domain. And now, congrats, you have a idea, you did the research, you have your offer, and the basics are set up. Now we're getting into the fun stuff, which is getting ready and doing your outreach. Now, outside of choosing an offer that's not unique and very competitive, here's where a lot of people go wrong. They get ready and start reaching out to 200 people per month. That's fine if you have all year, but this video is how to go from 0 to 10K a month in 90 days. We need volume here. So we're going to buy 10 outreach domains and 20 emails. So 2 emails per domain. If you need help setting up the technical stuff, there's plenty of guides on YouTube. I'll post one soon, but don't get hung up on it. There's plenty of information out there. You want to warm them up on Instantly.ai. Again, there's guides on Instantly.ai website. I'm not going to get super in depth on every technical step, but essentially you're getting them ready so they won't go into spam when you're doing a lot of outreach. Next, you're going to hire someone on Fiverr or Upwork to build your lead list. Right now, you're not going to do this in time because you're looking for speed. So test 3 to 5 people, find the best. You should be paying 30 to 40 cents a lead, maybe less if you do a bit more looking. But yeah, it's not worth doing in a house when you're really trying to move as fast as possible at the beginning. Next, optimize your email accounts. We want to fill them out as much as possible. Add a profile picture of you looking and smiling at the camera, not wearing a hat, not looking away, not the back of you, looking and smiling at the camera. Add extra data on your profile, such as your date of birth and gender. Google will not ask you for this. However, you want to fill it out as much as possible. Also, I use Google Domains and Zoho emails. You can also use Google Domains and Google Workspace for emails. Both are fine. Then you're going to want to write multiple cold emails to split test. Our sample size is going to be 300 approximate prospects, sometimes 200. I go for 3 generally. And if you want to know how to write a cold email, I have a full video on my profile on YouTube on how to write a cold email, but you want to set up multiple tests, testing the length, the pain points, the call to action, where you place the calendar, if you have a case study. So you want to go ahead and write multiple split tests. That way you can gather data and improve. Next is calculating how much outreach you need to do. And a lot of people get way too ambitious when it comes to like their close rate or their book meeting rate, and they lose their ambition when it comes to how many people they need to reach out to. So if they think they're going to reach out to 200 people, get 50 meetings, and close at 100%, it's not going to happen. So if you're a beginner, let's factor your close rate is going to be 10%. Your booked meeting rate is going to be 0.5%. Your show up rate, meaning of people who book a call, how many show up? So 3 out of 4 is going to be 75%. So to get to 10,000 a month, we need 5 clients at $2,000. 5 clients equals 50 meetings. 50 meetings is approximately 68 people booking onto your calendar. 68 people booking onto your calendar at a 0.5% booked meeting rate means you need to reach out to 13,600 prospects. 13,600 prospects equals 5 clients equals 10,000 a month. It sounds like a lot, but if you're putting all of your energy into outreach and not random tutorials on YouTube for relevant things or doing 5 businesses at once, this is going to be what you need to do. Now, if you're working a job, I totally get it. I won't aim for maybe 90 days, maybe stretch this out to a realistic amount. But if you have all the time in a day to do this, I don't think this is unreasonable at all. Now, a quick note, I don't want to overpromise you here, so I went with really boring numbers. But think about how much better your results would be if your close rate went from 10% to 20%. Now you're at 20K a month. Or if your book meeting rate went from 0.5% to 2%. Now you're at 40K a month. Or if your show up rate went to 85% or 75%. All these little changes matter, which is why we want to do so much testing and continue to optimize. Volume plus testing equals improvement. Improvement at scale equals really big results. So now we're going to send our campaigns using Instantly. This is going to be mostly automated. We're not doing any personalization here. We'll personalize by the segment. Check out my YouTube channel for more. Again, I want to stay high level here. So we're going to reach out to 13,600 prospects over approximately 60 days, factoring the setup time. That's 6,800 per month. You have 20 emails, 340 per email. Yes, you can get your emails to 600 prospects per month. However, we're keeping it easy here. We want things to work well. We're being conservative. I want realistic numbers, but if you go do this, you're going to get the results, and that's what it comes out to. So that will be your automated outreach, which should get you to 10K per month. Now, for savages who are really hungry and want this to happen as fast as possible, you're going to spend 5 hours a day doing manual, unscalable outreach, because right now this is the highest ROI thing you can do. Working on your website might be worth $20 an hour. Doing this might be worth $500 an hour. You want to do those high income hourly tasks. So this is pure bonus, but what I would do is fully personalized emails, no template, just genuine heart-to-heart emails to your dream prospects, 2 hours per day. LinkedIn connections of dream prospects, when they accept it, personalized voice notes, 1 hour per day. Handwritten letters with small gifts. If you send us letters about gifts, they get thrown away. You send them a gift to get open. Handwritten letters with small gifts in the mail, 2 hours per day. Now, if you do this all consistently for 90 days, which is a lot of work, it does cost some money, but compared to what I see people pay for courses when they're first starting versus investing in their own business, I think it's reasonable. This can get you to where you need to be. Now, if it seems too intense, well, maybe you make this 180 days. It's still fine. However, if you really want to get from 0 to 10K a month in 90 days, this is what I believe you need to do. Now, obviously, when you're just starting, it's going to be harder. When you have a bigger team, this obviously gets easier. That's natural. So I hope this was a good reference point to the aggression needed. I see a lot of videos on how to get 10K a month, and they don't really go into the level of intensity that is required. I've scaled multiple agencies to multiple 5 figures a month. Current agencies doing pretty damn good, $500,000 year run rate and growing month to month. And outreach like this is how we do that. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you want more videos on growing your agency, or if you want my team to go ahead and book you meetings on a done-for-you basis, dfimeetings.com, link below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.